So, we have our table of defined actions you can take in D&D. When you play this game a lot of people get used to the rules, especially during combat. That is, after all, when you start playing the game in the most gamey way possible, because it is a role-playing game. That's just kind of how it is. But when you've been playing for a long time, you start to develop this habit of understanding the game more by the rules and more strictly as a game and less as a role-playing game. When you are a new person to the hobby, especially if you are not familiar with the concept of role-playing games, but are vaguely familiar with the concept of video games, you enter into a space where a DM will tell you, a new player, you can do anything. You can talk to anybody. You can say whatever you want. You have complete creative freedom within reason of how to play. And that is really cool. And it's often very, very overwhelming to people because when you give them total freedom, a lot of them resort to violence just to see what happens. But besides that, you have total freedom. You don't understand the action list here. You just know, like, oh, can I stab this guy? Can I talk to this random person on the street? And if you're in combat, can I use my club to trip him? Can I use my spell to catch something on fire? You start going in a direction of creative freedom. You start just doing stuff that's not listed in the rules written on the page. You just start creating up what you can do. That's what the game is. That's what it is when it's at its best. But after you play for a long enough time, and after you watch enough optimized build YouTube videos, you start to forget that part of the game. You forget that you don't have to say, I move here and I attack twice. You forget that you can try to wrestle a dragon. You forget that you can use fireball to knock something out of the sky as opposed to just deal damage to it. You forget just how creative you can be. At least, that's what happened to me. I do not play as often as I DM, but in a game I played recently, I was discovering a lot of frustration because I did not have anything to do. My turn would come, and I would move an attack, and I would throw my hands up and be like, well, I don't have a bonus action, I'm all out of movement, I don't have any spell slots, my turn is over. And that's boring. That's boring and it sucks. And of course I didn't have fun because I wasn't being creative. I was going off of the text. And there's nothing in the text that encourages you directly to be as creative with your actions as possible. There's nothing in the text that says you don't have to do this thing. It explains it in a game sense. It tells you what you can do on your turn, but it does not tell you everything you can do on your turn. Not in the sense that when we were all introduced into the hobby, it was introduced to us. I was told D&D is a game where you get to decide what you do and who you are. And I forgot that. And I can't remember when along the line I last did it, which is kind of a shame. And there are other games I have picked up that are really fun, that I've really enjoyed, but even then, I have not been resorting to stretching outside of what's explicitly written in the text. Like, very recently, I picked up Pathfinder 2. I was told it's really customizable. I was told it's really tactical. I was told it's really balanced, and it is all of those things. But even more so than D&D, Pathfinder 2 writes out every action. And to Paizo's credit, they do a really good job of kind of writing down everything you feasibly could do, but they don't write out everything you can feasibly do. And you as a player should feel the freedom to ask your DM, can I do this thing that is not written in the rules? For example, in Pathfinder 2, your shield gets broken enough and has a little bit of health left. Maybe there are some holes in your shield. Can you raise your shield and attack through it while still maintaining a benefit of AC or something? But you should, as a player, feel welcome to be creative. And you as a DM should encourage creativity. Do not let people feel trapped by what is defined as an action. That's not all we can do as people, as characters, because it's not a video game. You can do anything. There are no buttons. There are things that are well-defined, but you should go outside of the well-defined things on occasion. It is healthy for creativity. For you as a player and for you as a DM, it is healthy to think outside of the text. I don't really have a way to end this.